be releasing our new AI workflow. And our newest AI workflow is essentially knowledge management. So I wanted to give you a brief introduction into what that will look like. I am simply going to create an alert. And when this alert fires, this is meant to replicate exactly what this would look like coming from a webhook in our system. So you can see that I've received an Nginx alert. You can also see that there's a notification here to let me know that I've been paged. So I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge that. And when I acknowledge that page, you're going to see the on-call page has been acknowledged. You'll also see some additional automations that run. I'm actually going to run a workflow that will go and look for GitHub action deployments to see if there's something that's been pushed recently. You'll see a Grafana graph, and then you'll get a brief explanation about our new AI knowledge management product, Data Magic. So the first thing that you're going to notice is that Nate is able to interact with this alert in real time. So it says we're seeing a ton of 4xx errors and logs. And immediately, Transposit comes back and says, hey, I have context on this. Because of a runbook that you have existing in your environment, I can actually tell you what you should use. And so these are obviously steps to analyze those logs. Nate says, hey, I'm new to on-call duties. How should I handle this alert? Here's a step-by-step for as an on-call engineer. Here are your roles and responsibilities. Here are the things that you should focus on. And so if I were to go a step further, we now realize that Nate needs some help with Kubernetes or Nginx. He's not an expert. He knows less about Kubernetes than he does about Nginx. But what we get is by asking for the person. Who is the person? Who is the team that can help me resolve this alert? Our AI will now take that contextual information from Confluence, Slack, GitHub, so on and so forth, and return an answer that's immediately helpful for you. To get the necessary assistant with Kubernetes and Nginx, you could contact SRE and platform engineering, of course. But who? Well, David is a key contributor to the Acme team. You could reach out to Alice. She's very good. I also have the context of utilizing the Nginx and Kubernetes runbooks. That's awesome. You could coordinate with Ryan Taylor, who's the project manager for this project. You could also go to Devani, our CEO. These are just a small number of automations that we can run in response to alerts and the context of those alerts.